So yeah, the genius that installed this the first time. He built it all with tung oil, and I think he put more tung oil on after it was assembled, because there's a couple of these screws for the saddles that are all tung oiled up, which just makes it more special. I'm trying to get the intonation kind of guessed in, so to speak. So yeah, just run that through a bit. Okay, that's probably where it's going to end up, or thereabouts. Alright, so we have the saddles in, we have tuning machines in. What else do we need? We're going to need a body and neck come together. I don't need to hang this anymore, so we'll take the screw out. Save it for the next rescue mission. Yeah, that's the one. Boom, boom. Okay, that goes to the fender switch that we didn't use. Alright, cooking now. Okay, body neck joint. So, let me just take a look here. Is there anything we need to clean out of here? You see, he even did the neck pocket in tung oil. And when I went to take the neck off, I took the 4 big honking wood screws out of there, and neck wouldn't come out. I had to use the iron. Every bit of this was such a mistake. Let's see what kind of fit we get. All right. That is a tight fit. Okay. And I'm quite happy with that. So tight, in fact, that I think we're going to have just a good old easy time putting all this back together. And of course the plate was covered with gunk as well, tung oil gunk. Okay, we're meeting up with the body. Go in the hole. Alright. And tight first, goofball. That other one I found a thread by turning it backwards. I don't think I'm going to be that lucky this time. Try it. Nope, it's going to go straight in. Oh, there it is. Let's see if I can find the... Nope. And we're not going to tighten it all the way down because there's a little trick that we use. With the string tension to pull the neck. Oh, that one found the thread. So you leave these just a tad loose, not loose like it's gonna pull the neck off with the strings, but loose enough that it's not like super tight. See, these holes are all filled with oil from my finish. Just can't keep it out of there. Okay, there's the neck. Always make sure you use the right screwdriver. Ain't that pretty? Alright. So the last thing I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to dazzle you with these knobs that I got for this. Got a chrome side and a pearloid top. I'd call that sexy, wouldn't you? Let's find the right wrench. The right wrench. I'm going to say it's probably metric. It's metric. I'm just going to lift it off the body just a hair to where I want it and then tighten it down. Ta-da! Alright. Make sure to turn this crank so I know where I'm going. Would you look at that? You still see the gunked up bridge, but oh well, we'll manage. Yeah, that's the right kind of sexy thing, I'll tell you what. Hey there, boys and girls. We're back in the underground lair for, well, I guess it depends on how long I can stand the cold down here. I got my new saddle from Tech, since that other one snapped. So we're going to slide this in here. As soon as I can get it threaded, we'll get it in there. There we go. I'm taking a bit of a guess here at the intonation. See if we win at that. Okay, so we have that on. I think we're going to go with a set of 9s. See how that works out for us. Oh, yeah, the other thing I wanted to do. Where is my... slotted straight edge? I want to make this really straight here. Okay, we got a little bit of a tiny backbone. That's not enough to bother me right now. Everything is nice and polished, so here we go. If I can get through this without whacking myself in the eye, I will be a happy camper. So we went from the ugly duckling that this thing was whenever I got it to being something much more in my opinion, much more impressive looking with better electronics. Okay, we have strings, Mikey. and it's dinner time. Hey everybody, welcome back to Stringman Guitars. We're here in the underground lair, and let's get that in the picture. So we're all strung up, and she's had a chance to sit for since the last time I had a video. So anyhow, let's check and see where our... I'm gonna stretch the string in just a little bit because I never did. And we're gonna check the tuning. Okay, so we are back to being in tune. Let us check our relief. We're going to use Fender numbers because it's a Fender scale, and see how that rolls. And what you want is 10,000ths. Relief, holding down at the body joint, 17th, and at the 7th fret. And we're a bit tight there, so we're going to release that some. See what happened. Took a half turn out of her. Let's see how we like that. Still a little bit more than I like, but let's check the string height. I have a feeling we're going to be going up on the string height. So, there's the tool. Yeah, we're going to go way up in the string height. Okay, so as it turns out, the string height at the nut is a little too high. So we need to get out the files and bring that down. I've got 4,000s across the radius here, and I've got intonation roughed in, but it's nowhere near where it needs to be. So let me work on the nut. Be back. Alright, so we have our string height at 4,000 or 4/64. String height is 4/64 across the board. The nut string height at the first fret is 20,000ths. There's 10,000ths of a inch relief on the 7th fret. Where did my 10 go? Yep. Beautiful. Everything is tuned up here, I think. Check our intonation. That can go forward a little bit. Alright, so we're all in tune and all, except for pickup height. I still have to do pickup height. Running it through through the micro cube. That's the neck. That's the neck single coil. Here's the out of phase, one coil from the neck, one coil from the bridge. Ooh, I like that. Now single coil in the neck. And full neck. Alright, so last thing we're going to do is check pickup height. And they are way down in there, so bad guess on my part. Okay, we're going to run with that. Evidently, in putting these pickups in, the kit that I got it from, evidently the guy didn't use long enough springs on the treble side, so not able to get it up as high, so I'm compensating. They are really strong magnets, so it's not going to kill it to be down in there a little bit, but yeah, we can live with that. So next time we change the strings, we're going to just change the springs in there so that they'll come out to where they want to be. But we will live with that in the meantime. I could always adjust the post, but too much. So, overview. What did we change? We put a real Switchcraft switch in here, 5-way. We put real CTS pots with an orange drop capacitor. We put in a real heavy duty, instead of just having the normal single leg, this one has two, so that your plug is a tighter fit. It just seems more substantial. We have intonation. So the specs on the guitar is a ash body. We used Crimson Guitars Stunning Stains water-based stain, and we used Crimson Guitars finishing oil. A lot of trial and error. This is my first finish. I was going for a little bit of a blue burst. I think I got a little bit of a darker blue burst around the outside. It's hard to tell in the light here, but regardless, it looks way better than the tongue oil shellac garbage that was on here to begin with. I mean, there's still, and I'm never going to get rid of it unless I replace the bridge plate, which ain't going to happen. Let's face it. There's still tongue oil stains in there. You there's still tongue oil that I was not able to get out of the threads of the screws for the intonation. There's still tongue oil on the truss rod. I mean, this guy just really gooped it up. So you see we have a one-piece neck. It doesn't have a scarf joint. Nice thick carbon go-to tuners. Down here we have the nice heel cutaway, and we went with the solid royal blue back. Stuck the furrows back in. We've got our locking tuners in, and my brother-in-law is sending me a template for the truss rod cover. I don't like the ones that Carbon has. They're like a blunt arrowhead sort of design. He actually had somebody make him a wood shaped truss rod cover that is the same shape as the headstock, only shrunk down. So I'm going to do the same thing, but I'll probably do it with plastic and do some sort of engraving in it. So it's a two-piece fingerboard and neck, and stainless steel frets. It just feels awesome. And that is the end of the video. This was 9 months of work on and off, frustration, redoing, undoing, redoing. You'll see in the final, it's probably going to be a 2 or 3 part video of taking this from a piece of crap to a really nice playing guitar. So check out the links. Hey, it's a couple days before Christmas. Be good to yourselves. I got these obnoxious heavy duty Gorilla locks. I don't know why you'd need that on a guitar that weighs 5.5 pounds. So I'll be selling those on Amazon, or not Amazon, Reverb, because they're overkill. I mean, maybe if you have a bass that you want to make sure doesn't fall off the strap that's 20 pounds, maybe. The other cool thing I got was the nice. So anyhow, this is a wrap on a really long rebuild, and you'll see the pain, you'll see the pictures, you'll see the horror of me using a hammer and a block to knock this bridge off because it was sitting on top of a glob of tongue oil. Yeah, so we're going to play this. I may throw locking Kiesel tuners on it, but I don't know if you really need it if it's hardtailed. And like I said, we're going to replace the springs, so you better be good, you better watch out. You know, Santa Claus is peeping Tom. So, yeah, this has been a long, strange trip. Love your neighbor. We don't know how many days we were put on this earth, so try to make the best of it. I try to. Anyhow, guys have a Merry Christmas.